MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Washington Nationals and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with a bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Houston Astros.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Garrett Cole gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there, too. Do not test this guy's arm.
The right fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
First offering on its way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And there's one away.
In the second spot tonight,
here's Howie Kendrick, his career line against Garrett Cole. He's batting .381. He also has one home run. First pitch of the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Reddick. He makes the running play. 2 down.
batting third.
Ready now, Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon.
And the pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Taken, strike two. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Popped him up. Gurriel is there for it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Leading off for the Astros, left fielder, Michael Brantley.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Two-0 to Brantley.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. A cold strike on the inside corner.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in. And still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Third baseman, Alex.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. There goes Brantley. There's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run homer for Alex Bregman. His first homer so far in the series. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
We were wondering who was going to strike first with the long ball. What a moment for him right there. Home run to World Series. No one can ever take that away from him.
Stepping in, Jose Altuve.
Batting third.
Here comes the first pitch.
Jose Altuve.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Line towards center field. Parra patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Batting fourth, the shortstop.
Digging in, Carlos Correa. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Correa, who's sometimes called Show-Rea, who was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. No balls and a strike to count. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry into the Crawford boxes and gone. It's a solo homer for Yuli Gurriel. His first homer here in the series, and the Astros have taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes Come back from that.
Designated hitter, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As he'll take a look at ball one. Zimmerman, or just simply Zim. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. The 3-0. And Zimmerman will watch this one miss for ball four. Digging in, George Springer. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
2-2.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Parra is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs. Juan Soto to the plate now. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
0-1 the count. Line drive to center field. And the Nationals have their first base hit of the ball game. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second. Now batting, Matt Adams.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
0-1, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. This is pulled into right. Reddick is there, 1 away. Throw back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So striding forward now, Brian Dozier. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Soto, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Springer is over. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these 2 teams took to get where they are tonight. So digging in now, Gerardo Parra. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball right side. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left.
Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the. Standing in, Josh Reddick. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
J.J. Schwartz is on deck. 3-1 the count now. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Michael Brantley. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. 1-0 the count. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Scherzer looks in. Here comes the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Now at the plate, Kurt Suzuki. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
1-2 now to Adam Eaton. Grounded up the first baseline. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. The relay throw, and they've got the runner hung up between first and second, and he is out on the tag. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Now batting, second base.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Lifted in the air to center. Springer has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he just misses with a curveball. Missed with a breaking ball.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
3-0 now. Jose Altuve waits on deck. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
Dozier's got to be quick, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, the result works out right there. Batter gets a hit. They find themselves first and second with a chance to do some damage. But when you get the hit and run sign, your job is to hit a line drive to the outfield somewhere and advance that runner to third base. They'll take it, but not the execution they were looking for.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Now both runners on the move. Hit swung on and missed. The throw is well behind the plate. That's an easy stolen base. Full count. 3-2. Yuli Gurriel is on deck. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
2-1 the count. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Ryan Zimmerman would be next. Altuve stands at second with 2 gone. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Zimmerman. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Scherzer comes set, 0-1 on its way. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. On to second, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
When this one left the bat, the pitcher was hoping and praying it would go foul, and I thought it might, but it ends up falling just inches inside the line, going for a double and driving in 2.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed. Stepping into the box, Anthony Rendon as we begin the top of the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Now batting, number 22.
Stepping up now, Juan Soto. A base hit in his first trip. He's set. Here it comes. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Here's Matt Adams now. He'll take a look at the pitch. Too low. It's ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in one. That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros. Astros right fielder. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. There to get it is Kendrick, and a good throw gets him one gone.
The catcher, number 28, J.J. Schwartz.
Standing in, J.J. Schwartz. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit to third, fielded by Rendon. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Michael Brantley. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. No balls and a strike to count. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play.
Leading off for the Nationals, shortstop.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Popped him up. Bregman has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
Center fielder number 8, Gerardo.
Coming to the plate now, Gerardo Parra. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Nope. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-0. Grounded to the right. Altuve fields it cleanly. On to first, and there were 2 down. Striding forward now is the DH. Michael Taylor hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Gone in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
Leading off for the Astros.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
There's your textbook waist pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Hara is there, and he has it for the first out. Ready once again, Carlos Correa. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Bregman stands at first with 1 out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. All even now, 2-2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking a hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Pitch is high, the throw, and he'll be tagged out at second base. Leading off the inning, Kurt Suzuki, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fastball in there for a called strike. And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Hit hard to short. To his right, Correa. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Adam Eaton.
Striding in now for the Nats, Adam Eaton. He was a double play victim last time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. The 1-1. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Yanked hard, but foul to the right.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch.
Wow. Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he rips it on the ground to second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So a nice job there by the 2-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One left for Washington. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. Popped him up. Suzuki waits on it. One down.
Up next for the Astros.
Next will be the designated hitter, Ryan Zimmerman. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at bat. Changeup called strike 1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning, and Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people and runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. Fouled away. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Astros go down. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look here at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far.
Leading off for Washington.
Now in the box, Juan Soto, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here it comes on 1-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot down the line in right. His first homer so far in the series. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1. And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a long solo homer there off the bat of Matt Adams. His first homer here in the series, and it's now a 5-2 game. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Brian Dozier stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. In is Gerardo Parra. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. One strike now from Cole. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Popped him up. Correa stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Up next for the Nationals.
Now at the plate, Michael Taylor. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
So stepping in, Kurt Suzuki. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. The 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run.
Leading off for the Astros, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. The 1-1 home. Line drive, base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
At the plate, J.J. Schwartz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Reddick gets his lead at first, nobody out. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Here's Michael Brandt. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given all that he has, and I just don't see any sharpness left in his stuff at this point.
Well, the bullpen is active, so we'll see if they make the move soon. Daniel Hudson comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
That misses. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
2-2. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And he will beat the tag by Suzuki, safe at home plate.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's got.
And to score is the runner from first. It's an 8-2 game.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
When you know a guy has a great changeup on both sides of the plate from time to time, it just looked like his timing was a smidge off.
1-2 now. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. 0-1 the count. Comes set and the 0-1. Popped up. And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box.
First baseman, number 10. Now
the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Digging in, Ryan Zimmerman, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. David Robertson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. There's a strike. Bregman on second. Gurriel at first, 2 out in the inning. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. In now is Adam Eaton. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
High in the air out to center field. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. In now is Anthony Rendon. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First offering on its way. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
Hit back up the middle. Correa scoops it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up. Here's George Springer. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's 1 for 2.
George Springer.
First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Robertson, a right-hander standing just under 6 foot at 5'11". He was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
So he sets him down swinging. George Springer is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Stepping in, J.J. Schwartz. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. There is Dozier. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We're on to the 9th here. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our MLB Network presentation. Adam Lowen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. First delivery to him on the way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And he leaps and makes the circus catch. My goodness, what a play there. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. He really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses. 1-2. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Adams is retired, 2 down now.
Number 10.
Here's Brian Dozier now. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
In is Gerardo Parra. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Astros have started this World Series on the right foot. They're victorious here at home as this ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 8 runs on 8 hits with 1 error.